It's so nice to be back vlogging, but today is a very, very beautiful day outside. It's not as warm as it has been, but the sun is shining and there's like a really lovely spring breeze outside, and it's so nice and fresh, not quite as hot as it was over the bank holiday weekend. It's been a lovely, relaxing start to the day so far, and I wanted to be able to sort of talk you through some of the things I've been doing differently at the house, because one of the things that everyone keeps commenting on my videos is how happy I am now that I'm here, and I feel like it's because I have been doing things differently since I've been here. You definitely weren't making enough time for yourself, but when I say making enough time for myself, I don't mean that I like work the hardest or anything like that. I mean, I work hard, but so does everyone. It's more just about taking time for yourself to like look after yourself, disconnect. And I don't mean disconnect in like the digital sense, because actually a lot of the things that I use to create this kind of like escapism in my world at the moment, I actually use the internet for. So I don't mean in that sense. I more mean in the sense of just like disconnecting my mind from everything that's going on in the world that might be stressing me out or might be causing me upset. And that's what I kind of mean when it comes to escapism. So I thought I would talk you through a few of the routines and things that I've adopted in my life that have helped massively. Not everyone can jump from country to country and escape into a different world. Sometimes you have to create that kind of escapism in your world at home, and that's what I've been trying to do. Saying that, it hasn't been like the most relaxing of weeks. We've been having a lot of work done in the house, and the paneling is up in the dining room, so I will show you that. Popped you down. The paneling has gone up in the dining room next door, so I'm going to show you that and show you some other bits as well. But I think I'm going to kick off my day with a morning yoga session down in the studio. That's probably one of the biggest things that I have introduced as part of like my routine when I can. Sometimes it does get busy and I just can't, but as much as possible I try to get into the basement, roll out the yoga mat, and even if it's just like stretching and just stretching out my muscles, because my muscles just feel like they tingle after a good yoga session. So I think that's how I'm going to kick off my day. This really helps me just to forget everything that's going on around me. I don't even remember that the camera is filming me half the time. You're lucky I don't put up any pictures of me pulling wedgies out and stuff. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do to kick off my day, and then I'm going to get ready. just such an amazing start to the day, and it's only like 10 minutes. Seriously, everyone can get up 10 minutes earlier just to go and do that, because my body just completely like tingles and just feels amazing after it. So I have been loving doing that at the moment. But I'm gonna jump in the shower now and start getting myself ready for the day. Oh, by the way, do you like my top? This is Sweaty Betty, but I actually cut it myself. It says, support women, support the world. I'm feeling fresh and clean just out of the shower. I've washed my hair, I've moisturized. There is really something quite special about moisturizing your whole body. My skin just like drinks it up. It's unbelievable. My skin is obviously in a really good condition at the moment. I'm definitely thinking that the medication I'm on, as well as my eating and drinking loads of water, is having such a good impact on my complexion. My skin feels so much like plumper. It's great. I love it. As you can see, I need to have a wee bit of an organising here. Organisation, I've realised. Organisation is actually one of those things that I've come to realise because I've watched back over some of my vlogs and I love organising. I love it. And I think that that's one of those things that I find quite therapeutic. I don't ever really touch my phone when I'm doing it, and I just kind of get myself in the zone, get my head in the zone, and I feel like I get on top of a lot of things and I get organised and I'm able to kind of like process things. That's something that I feel very, very good when I'm doing it. So I kind of want to organise like my skincare drawer downstairs in the bathroom. And those are just some things that I have on my agenda to do today. But first of all, I'm going to try and get myself mostly ready. I'm not doing a full face of makeup today, just a little bit to make me look a little bit more awake. And I'm going to do my hair as well and just kind of get dressed and sorted for the day. One of the things that I absolutely love, which you might not know because when I talk you through my makeup routines, I usually talk you through it basically, so I don't have anything playing. But one of the things that is definitely part of my morning routine is listening to books whilst I do my makeup. First of all, I find it just so calming and relaxing, but I love listening to motivational books because they really make me feel like I want to get up and go and just get everything done at the moment. So I'm gonna pop on a book whilst I do my makeup and make myself look a little bit more presentable. I've been kind of alternating between these two, but I'm almost finished on The Miracle Morning. I've got about 59 minutes left to go, so I'm gonna crack on with that one.
Better, more fulfilled, and more productive.
Lights down low, still wondering what you're saying. Stay, stay, stay. Baby, please don't go. I'd rather have you staying. Stay, 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 stay. Pick up the mess that you left shattered on the floor. Keep the lights down low. What is this game you're playing?
So my hair and makeup is done. I actually decided to go without foundation today. I'm trying to go as much as possible without foundation because I just feel like my skin always looks a little bit better, a little bit more natural, and it's definitely a look that I try and go for a lot more nowadays. So I've just popped some CC serum on, and then with my hair I've just kind of blast dried it straight. I'm spending less and less time on my hair at the moment. It's ridiculous, but I'm actually really enjoying it. It gives me so much more time in the morning. The fragrance that I'm wearing is Arizona by Proenza Schouler, and this is the very first fragrance for the brand ever. And what a way to launch into the fragrance market. This is by far my most complimented fragrance I've ever worn. It's probably one of the most sophisticated summer fragrances I've ever come across, and it's got notes of jasmine. The fragrance is inspired by the vast desert landscapes that both of the creators behind Proenza Schouler experienced on their travels. But it's also about a state of mind and how you can create a feeling of disconnection and escapism like you do when you travel, but you can create that wherever you are. And that really spoke to me because Ali and I obviously recently moved house, and the biggest thing that I've been trying to create here is a feeling of escape, and I kind of want each room in the house to give you a different feeling when you're here. But it's not just within the house either. We moved much further and deeper into the countryside. Kind of feels like we're in the middle of nowhere because we really wanted to create that feeling of escape and disconnection where we lived as well. So Arizona is kind of the inspiration behind this video, and I wanted to talk you through a few of the routines and some of the things that I do on a daily basis to escape and disconnect from everything. So like my morning yoga sessions, just listening to a book in the morning. These are all things that I do on a daily basis to just keep myself in the right mindset. And I think that everyone has the same kind of feelings when they travel. When you go to somewhere new, you have that feeling of escape, and I really wanted to create more of that in my life on a day-to-day basis. So that is what I'm doing with you today. Arizona is available to buy at Debenhams, so I'm going to pop a link in the description box if you want to pick it up. And also I have 10 to give away, so all you have to do is upload a picture of your disconnecting moment to Instagram and tag at Lydia E Millen and at Proenza Schouler. Good luck! I always feel like when I start my days in this way, I go on to be the most productive that I've ever been. I mean, no day is perfect, but generally throughout the day I have the right mindset and I tend to get a lot more done, even if it's just random stuff around the house. I'm not talking about work-wise at the moment. Generally, I'm just talking about how I live on a day-to-day basis, whether it's a Sunday or whether that's a Monday. I try and live every day like I want to be as productive as possible, and productivity doesn't necessarily just mean in work. I mean being productive in my own self-care, and I really feel like starting my days in this way is a massive benefit to that. This is the outfit that I'm wearing today, and this top you would have seen in my recent video that I did. It was my ASOS picks video. If you haven't seen it, it's a video that I'm doing. It's going to be a new series on my channel, and I'm going to be picking things from the high street. So if you like that kind of thing, I'll pop it in the description box below and you can go and check it out. But this top is probably one of the most favorite things that I picked up in that video. It is perfect for this weather because you can wear it and you feel like nice. I feel really, really nice in this, but I don't have to worry about strap marks or anything like that. I mean, I always wear factor 30, but it's also good to not get strap marks basically. And I don't wear it with a bra either, which is brilliant because the ruchings don't show your nipples, which I love. And I've popped it with my comfy jeans. These are from H&M, just super comfy jeans. They're like really stretchy. They're almost like leggings, to be honest, but I've had these for years and they've just been falling apart and I don't really care. I keep wearing them. Then I'm going to stick on some flip-flops, I think, because it's just a nice, easy, casual day. Good afternoon, everyone. I haven't spoken to you for a few hours. I've been doing some work on my computer, just some writing. I sat out in the garden for a little bit whilst I did some writing, and now it's lunchtime. Does my hair look big? I feel like my hair looks quite big. I'm gonna make myself a salad. I think Ali wants a salad as well. Salads are something that I've really got into. I never used to eat salads, but I now feel so full when I eat them, and I love how like colourful they are, and I love having hummus with them, and it's just a really great way for me to have a much healthier lunch that doesn't take forever for me to cook, because that's one thing. Even though I am cooking more now that I have this amazing space to cook in, I am definitely cooking more. I really didn't like being in our kitchen. It was so dark, even though everyone always thought that it was so like bright and lights because I painted everything white. That's one of my key tips for creating a space that feels a lot bigger than it is, just paint everything white. But now that I've got my kitchen, I love just being in here and cooking dinner, and I think Ali's been enjoying it as well. Also, you might have seen these. I love having fresh flowers everywhere as well. One of the biggest things that I enjoy around the house is having fresh flowers. But I do also have faux flowers. I still feel they're as uplifting as fresh flowers. But at the moment, I've got quite a lot of bunches around the house. This gorgeous bouquet from Wild at Heart arrived this week as well. So I'm gonna get these popped in a vase and put them in the living room, because the bunch of flowers that I currently have in there are on their way out. So these will freshen up the area in there and just make it a little bit more spring-like. Babe, lunch is ready.
Salmon, salad, hummus. Or must.
Ali's just done an Instagram story declaring how happy he is that I now make lunch and dinner sometimes.
Oh, it's really good.
Happy boy?
Yeah.
Are you going to the gym later? What time? Is it good?
I think I'll go to the gym at about 6.
I think I'm coming.
5:36. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you coming back in here?
I'm going to the fridge.
Ali likes working in the kitchen because it means he's closer to the fridge. So I finished my salad. It was good. However, gotta have balance with a little bit of chocolate. That's really hard. Ow. To be honest, that chocolate was a little bit too bitter for me, so I gave it to Ali. But I kind of wanted to show you the things that have changed over the last week in the house. Now, as I mentioned, the cats go out now. They are so much happier that they get to play in the garden. It's unbelievable. And it's meant that we can open up the house a lot more. So, this area of the house is now a lot brighter, which I love. We open up the living room now and this room is just filled with light, and it fills the corridor with light as well, which is lovely. Oh, this room always smells really good as well. I've got one of the Jo Malone Reed diffusers in here and it always makes this room smell so nice. I've got a candle and flowers and it all just kind of adds to this room feeling special, even though this room is not finished. I want to get new lights for both of the coffee tables and the walls. I also need to decide whether I'm going to put a dado rail in here as well, because I do quite like that idea. Speaking of dado rails, you can see the progress in the dining room. So obviously this isn't the colour that the dining room is going to be, but my paneling is up. How amazing does this look? Oh! He could only do the top paneling and the dado rails in white, and then these ones had to be in wood because he couldn't get enough of the white, but they'll be painted anyway, and I think we're going to go for like a light grey and then a white panel. This room I kind of want to feel a little bit Parisian, because one of the places that, if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know, one of the places that Ali and I fell in love was in, not one of them, we didn't fall in love in loads of places, but the place where I feel like I realised that I loved Ali was in Paris. So this is kind of like my Parisian inspired dining room, which is obviously going to have a different feel to it to the rest of the house, but I'm very, very excited about it. And another thing that I haven't shown you yet, if we go outside, you can always hear the birds when you come out here. This is our new outdoor dining set that we picked up from Costco. I really wanted something that I could sit at a table with. I didn't just want a sofa, although I think we will put a corner sofa over here. I did want somewhere that I could sit at, kind of like a desk, so that when the weather is like this, I can come outside and sit at my laptop and work, basically, because we've got the parasol, so I can put that up and it just creates a really nice like working environment. That's what I want to do now that I work from home, is just always have like a real kind of zen space to work in. I don't know what's happened to me, I feel all like hippie in my old age. It's got the white cushions and this is kind of like a grey beige, and it just complements this area really nicely. I would show you our little garden that's outside our bedroom window. All of the flowers are out. I can't wait for it to grow all the way over the trellis as well. It's going to be so nice. A little trellis of flowers. Ali and I talked about going to the gym later on, but I think we've had a bit of a change of plan. And once we've finished up working, and what I mean by working is I'm going to finish off sorting out all of this that's on my stairs. We're going to take a walk instead. We're going to go and walk out in the countryside, which on a day like today is absolutely perfect for it. And it's so beautiful where we live. So we're going to take a walk down to the little village where we live and take a walk on the canal and just have a lovely evening. So I'm going to need to organise in here because I made an absolute mess in here yesterday when I was filming some style videos. So I'm going to crack on and get this done as well. And hopefully by that point, Ali will be ready to go for a walk.
Don't get me wrong.
looking much better in here now. Thank God for that. I feel so much more organised. This is one of the things that makes me feel really productive. Once I know where everything is and that everything's in its place, I'm like, ah. I also don't know if you can see, but my lips are quite pink at the moment. I tested a few of the lipsticks whilst I was organising them. I always do that. Like, I start organising, I'm like, right, I'm going to be focused. I'm going to get this done. And then I'm like, ooh, pretty colours. And then I've got like 3 different lipsticks on at once and I'm like, now I've just put a lip balm on just to let my lips calm down because I've obviously been scrubbing them and then putting another lipstick on and then scrubbing them. But it's about 6 o'clock now, so we both finished up for the day. I spent the majority of the morning kind of working on blog posts and stuff like that, and then did the organisation in the afternoon. Now, instead of going to the gym, Ali and I are going to take a walk down to the village, and we're going to walk along the canal and just spend a lovely spring evening. This is another one of the reasons why we moved here, just to be able to walk down to a village. And we used to live on the back of a really busy main road, and one of the things that I said when we moved here was I can't believe how quiet it is. Even with the sound of the birds in the trees outside, I can't get over how quiet it is. So we're going to take a walk down, just the 2 of us, and just explore a little bit and just have a lovely sunny evening together. I'm sure Ali's going to enjoy spending some time away from his laptop. He's literally been hunched over his laptop the entire day editing. He's editing a vlog from when we went to, what is it, Dreamland in Margate. So I'm looking forward to seeing that because we actually split that vlog into 2. So we were both vlogging at the same time, and he's put my section into his vlog as well. So that's actually going to be interesting to see how that comes out. I'll pop a link if that's already up down below so you can go and watch it and see what you think. I'm going to pop on something maybe a little bit warmer because the temperature does tend to drop a little bit around this time of year. So I'm going to put something a little bit warmer on and then we're going to get going. So I've had a bit of a refresh and I've popped my hair up just for the evening. I'm going to refresh my perfume with a spritz of Arizona because this is before my little moment of disconnect when we go for a walk down to the village. And I am going to take a coat because it's probably going to get cold.
Hello, mate. You okay, mate? Looking rather beaut out there.
This evening has progressed from us going to the gym together, for us going for a walk, for us walking into the village, for us walking into the village to have a drink, for us walking into the village to have a drink and dinner. It's been such a nice evening though, hasn't it?
Has. We have to make the most of this weather because
Yeah.
it's not very often we get this weather in the UK, so
No.
we are embracing it.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing about where we live?
The quiet.
Yeah, oh my god. It's weird, isn't it? Because you didn't even realise how noisy it was where we used to live.
No.
And even with the crows and stuff, it's still well quiet.
Yeah, I mean they are noisy buggers. It's different.
It's a different
it's
kind
like
of
nature
noise.
quiet.
Yeah, nature noise.
Yeah. I hope they don't set up a band because it'll flop. The crows.
You have to wait, it's one person at a time. Got your big face.
My eyes watering.
Your whole face is watering. Ali's eating wasabi peas.
I went in on a handful.
Do it again.
Do it again. Very nice.
Slide down. Open your eyes.
That's the loudest crunch I've ever heard.
It hurts.
Get your nose.
Now.
And you're crying.
Some serious stuff.
I can literally smell it from here.
I can feel its steam coming out my nose. Gives a side profile. Looks amazing from the side.
It's my crown. Like a duck.
It's like that, not a duck.
Do it too.
When have you ever seen a duck go like that?
I just did it.
Okay. And isn't it a beak, not a mouth?
I'm like the princess and the pea. What's that?
It's like a holder for my head.
That's not an animal.
Does it look weird?
It just looks like you put a tissue under your chin. You look so happy.